One thing I'm asked about all the time is Fox Island Bridge, and people are wondering if it's going to get replaced. Is the current bridge safe? Are there going to be tolls? Are the residents going to be responsible paying for it? Is it going to affect surrounding properties? How the heck are people going to get from Fox Island to Gig Harbor while construction is happening? So, very cool. On April 30th, 2026, my local association of realtors, Tacoma-Pierce County Association of Realtors, actually arranged a meeting specifically for us with people from the county who are responsible for making this bridge happen, so we can find out and explain to our clients, our friends, what is going on, how it will affect homeowners, and what it's going to look like moving forward. Honestly, some of the details surprised me too. Hey guys, if we haven't met yet, my name is Satya Delgadillo. I am a local real estate agent who lives in Gig Harbor and works all of the surrounding areas. I'm also a mom of 2 boys, and I make videos about what it's like to live here, what it's like to buy a house here, and navigating our local market. Okay, now before panic happens, don't freak out in the comments. The first thing I want to tell you is that the bridge is safe. So, replacement planning has been happening and been being discussed literally for like a decade. And there are some things that homeowners and future buyers should know, but it's not a time to freak out. Now, if you're not familiar with Fox Island, let me give you a really quick breakdown of what it is, what it's like, where it's located. Fox Island is connected to Gig Harbor by a single bridge, and it kind of has like a relaxed, tucked away sort of chill vibe out there. You've got a post office, you've got a drive-through coffee stand, you've got Zogs, which is a cool place to grab a beer and some food. But other than that, there's just churches and homes. There aren't any grocery stores out there, and there's no big commercial center, so you have to come into Gig Harbor via the Fox Island Bridge to get all the necessities you need. And people love that out there because it feels more rural. You've got a ton of amazing waterfront properties, obviously, because it's an island, but you also have affordable homes and you have homes on acreage. So Fox Island is kind of like Gig Harbor's little sister. The island itself has a population of about 4,000 people, so it is quite small and feels community oriented. There's also Nichols Community Center out there, which has a ton of classes and cool get-togethers in the summer. So the vibe is real. It's awesome out on Fox Island. Personally, I love it and I would totally live there. One thing that people usually notice about Fox Island is that if you're comparing a property in Gig Harbor versus Fox Island, usually, depends on the property, but usually the property on Fox Island is going to be slightly less, and that is because of the trade-off with the bridge. It also depends on where you're located on Fox Island. Now, you can be very close into the bridge and very close to Gig Harbor, but if you're all the way on the tip of the other side of the island, it takes like 15-20 minutes to get there from the bridge. So something else to consider for commuters for sure. Okay, I know you want to know the big question, which is the Fox Island Bridge safe? And according to Pierce County, it is currently safe. They actually, it was kind of hilarious. They compared it to a 1992 Kia. So still running, still functioning, kind of needs a lot of maintenance. That's expensive for what it is. And obviously it was built a long time ago, so it is not up to current safety standards. The current bridge no longer meets modern standards, which is the main reason why replacement is being studied. And the one thing that they made very clear is that they are laying out all the options on the table for this project. They even included a no-build option for the study, which they made very clear is just sort of a benchmark for other things. They are definitely doing something. They are building something. So kind of put that no-build bit out of your mind. So how much will this bridge cost? And this might make your jaw drop. It certainly did for me. The current estimate right now is over $200 million. Everybody kind of passed out at that. The county made it very clear, though, that they do not expect Fox Island residents alone to be paying for this project. They're pursuing combinations of federal funding, state funding, county funding, and different grant programs, but right now they don't know how they're going to pay for it. So what are the options for the new bridge? Right now, they're studying multiple concepts. One option is around 2,000 feet. Another option is closer to 3,000 feet. Something interesting was that a longer bridge is actually not very much more than the shorter bridge. And they are adding things like roundabouts on either side to the plans. And they are not sure right now how it's going to impact the boat launch, which is right on the tip of Fox Island after you go over the bridge. So community discussions around that to come for sure. Last but not least, they're not sure which side the bridge is going on, whether it's going to be to the right or left of the current bridge. And obviously this part matters. The likely reason they'd shift the bridge location is so the current bridge can remain open for traffic while the construction is going on. Because I've heard a lot of people with fears like, how are they going to get off the island? Is there going to be a ferry boat? Are people going to be trapped? No, nobody's going to be trapped on Fox Island. The plan is to keep the bridge there and still running just as it is while construction is going on. So yes, will there be delays? Absolutely. But there will still be a way on and off the island. So don't stress about that. Okay, that being said, that brings us to, will homes and properties be impacted? And probably this is the most emotional part of the conversation because the answer is yes. Right now, the county estimates that roughly 5 to 10 parcels potentially could be impacted. And that is not necessarily entire parcels, and it could be for easements and access and things like that. This is a really scary topic for people with multi-million-dollar homes right on the waterfront next to the bridge. Now, the other thing that was brought up is that this may also affect neighboring parcels that aren't technically affected by the bridge, but they will be by construction, obviously, and also, traffic noise. The other interesting thing is that property owners that will be affected, these 5 to 10 parcels, they will not be contacted by the county until around 2029. So they will get letters in the mail and receive basically a formal notification. They are going to have direct contact with a human at the county that's going to walk them through the entire process. And if they have to relocate, there will be relocation assistance as well, but I totally get why this is a scary prospect for neighboring homes. Let's talk about timeline. So best case scenario, in other words, the earliest that these things will happen is right now they are in the environmental study phase, which is super important, obviously, and that will be going on through 2027. Then they will deep dive into the design phase in 2028. In 2029, that's where they expect to start notifying property owners that will be affected by the bridge and where they're putting it. And then they don't expect to start working on the bridge until 2031, best case scenario. That could be, in reality, 2032 or 2033, who knows? I promise to keep you guys updated on what's going on as new information comes out. And I'm going to link in the comments below a link to the Pierce County website because they will continually update that as well. If you like this video, then please like and subscribe. I make a new video every week and I try and make hyper-local content about Fox Island, Gig Harbor, Port Orchard, Tacoma, and all the surrounding areas I work. And I'll see you guys next week.